All right, happy April, everybody. I am here on a plot that has pretty poor soil. This is one of my trouble areas. And what I wanted to highlight is I just got done spreading a little bit of lime for the soil test. So this is actually one of the only fields I have to put lime on. But one thing I do like to do as well, to just try to get benefit out of a natural process, and is use wood ash. So a lot of people say, well, you need a ton of wood ash. Well, that's true if you're only using it to displace lime usage. But if you're using it alongside lime, I've seen some really good results, not only from growth, but even, well, I don't want to say my OM's increased because of that, because there's various things that I'm doing, so it's hard to separate a specific variable out. However, I don't think it's hurting. So biochar, as a lot of people call it, it will stay in the soil for a long time, can act as a home for microbes. Obviously, it's a good carbon source. So a lot of people say you can't use a PTO spreader, and it can be tricky. What I find is if you get wood ash from a really good wood burner that's been burning really hot, it'll break it down. Also, put it into a trash can and smash it up a little bit with like a shovel or something, and you will be able to spread. So I'll get down here, and I frost seeded this a couple weeks ago, and I do have some spots of germination, and it's difficult to see in the camera, but I'll just kind of scan an area. You can see some little tiny seeds germinating. And also, so that's clover. And also what you're going to have in here is, you can see that kind of real thin, it's so hard to see in the camera, but thin coating of ash, as well as lime. So I had a couple bags of pelletized lime in here. So it's about a half acre, totally done. I will only come back in here to try to alleviate compaction. I don't want to drive on this much more than I already had to. I tried to get it done earlier this morning while the ground's still frozen. Only other time I will come in here is to put in my spring mix and then my fall mix, of course, or if I'm going to hunt. But yeah, that's going to be it. So my spring mix in this, because it's a small plot, will likely be spring oats, medium red clover to go alongside this white clover. Those legumes are going to pump nitrogen into the soil, and then also buckwheat. So hopefully work on a little bit of a phosphorus pickup. So that's one of the nice things as well about ash. It has a lot of the micronutrients. It has some macronutrients. I believe it's actually known for being high in phosphorus, high phosphorus content in wood ash, but there's a ton of micronutrients in there too. I believe boron is one that it tends to be high in, and I'm sure that depends on the wood and source that you got it from as well. But just something I wanted to share. I think it's a unique, or it's a little bit different thing than a lot of folks are doing, and it's pretty much readily available. So why not supplement your lime usage with wood ash, right? Of course, that's only if your pH is too low. You don't want to get your pH up to 8 or something like that. But if your pH is around 6 and it can use a little bit, I guess in my take is why not? It's readily available. You can do it almost all times a year, because wood ash, if you're burning outside or burning inside, is always available. So just my quick tip, kind of one of the things I'm up to today. Now I'm getting ready to take the tractor back to the barn, and unfortunately going to be putting the backpack sprayer on and spraying tree heaven for the remainder of today. So not sure if I'll have a bunch of more updates, but get out there, guys, enjoy the outdoors, build better soils.